Hello, friends. In this session, I want to discuss about the e-learning course which we offer, that is dimensional modeling with Erwin tool. Before getting into details, first of all, who can learn data modeling? Data modeling can be added as a skill to their career for developers, reporting developers, or Oracle developers, or SQL Server developers, ETL developers, DBAs, and business analysts. Basically, people who are having a decent experience in databases, they can learn data modeling as an additional skill. There are two variations which we offer. One is dimensional modeling, and one is ER modeling, entity relationship modeling. In this session, I'm going to discuss dimensional modeling. What we cover. This is an e-learning course which is based on pre-recorded videos while conducting the live session, and which we made into a e-learning program. These are all high definition edited videos. PDF material will give, and also quizzes will be there which you can practice at your free time. So in the beginning, we discuss about what is the importance of data modeling. First of all, why should we learn, and once we learn, what will be the roles and responsibility, and then comes what, why, when, how. And coming to the data warehousing concepts. Once a requirement is given, business requirement is given, we should able to understand whether it is OLTP kind of business requirement or OLAP kind of business requirement, so that you can design according to the data needs, business needs. All these data warehousing concepts we will discuss in under this section. Then requirement gathering. I've been telling that based on the requirements only our data model goes. So what is the importance of requirements, and how do you gather, and what are the different patterns? With examples, we will be discussing in this requirement gathering. Okay, theory everything is good, but in this training, what we do is theory and practical will go in hand. Suppose here I have taken banking enterprise case study. So same case study will be used throughout the e-learning course. To draw it, you need a tool. So the tool is Erwin tool is what we are using in these demonstrations. So first of all, what are the advantages of Erwin tool? All these things will be discussed here. Then how do you install a Erwin tool? Then we'll be discussing how to build a data model in Erwin. The initial steps are discussed here. How do you create an entity? Various terminologies also we'll discuss. Then what are the various toolbars, and we call something as subject areas. How do you create that? How do you create the various diagrams, various themes? These are all various many features of Erwin tool. All these things are discussed under Erwin toolbars and Windows section. Then how do you create domains in Erwin tool? Then coming to dimensions. In dimensional modeling tool, as the name has dimensions, we deal with dimensions and facts. So how do you create dimensions, and how do you create facts? And there are various types of dimensions: slowly changing dimensions, fast changing dimension, degenerate dimensions. Like that, so many types of dimensions are there. So all these things will be discussed with an example. Suppose a business requirement is given. How do you identify whether to go for a fast changing dimension or a slow changing dimension, or if it is a slow changing dimension, type 1, type 2, type 3, which one you have to design, or is it a hybrid dimension? So all those things will be discussed with examples, and whatever case study, the banking case study which I have taken, that in that you have to identify the dimensions also. So theory and practical will go in hand. Coming to the facts. What are facts? What are the different types of fact? Once a requirement is given, how do you identify which type of fact you have to design? All these things will be discussed under facts section. Then real time, some sample data we have given, so that you will get an idea how we get the data from the client. Seeing that, sometimes by seeing the data also we have to analyze which type of dimension, which type of fact we have to design. Then comes the concept of grain and hierarchy. What is that concept, and what are the different types, and how do you create it? Different schema patterns in data modeling. On the whole, when you see the data model, we can see there are different patterns: star schema, snowflake schema, like that. So all these things will be discussed under schema patterns, and we'll be discussing a lot many examples so that you get a feel of, by looking at some data model, you should be able to say that yes, this is a dimensional model, yes, this is a ER model, like that. So those examples are discussed in this section. And previously when we conducted live sessions, many people asked some doubt, so that frequently asked questions we recorded and we kept as FAQ on facts and dimensions. Then comes data abstraction. Here under this section we discuss conceptual, logical and physical. How do you create all those things? Then business rules. Obviously without business rules, data modeling is not complete. So how do you create? How do you enforce business rules using constraints in Erwin? All those things will be discussed here. Then high level, what is dimension model design life cycle, DMDL. So this covers entire bird's overview of a dimensional modeling, the life cycle. So if you are able to explain this, then you know a basics of dimensional modeling. Coming to very specific to Erwin tool, there are some features called forward engineering and reverse engineering. How do you do using Erwin tool for a project data modeling requirement? Without standards, no software project is complete. So how do you enforce naming standards in Erwin tool? There are some other things like name hardening, etc. All those things will be discussed here. Similar to naming standards, data type standards are also there. So in this we discuss how do you enforce standards in a data model using this feature. And some sample documents are also we are giving, and best practices. We have to follow all CMM level 5 companies. They follow best practices, and we also have to give the document also to the client or the project team. Suppose sometimes it so happens you'll get more than one models or same business requirement, maybe version difference will be there. How do you compare two models? In day to day, this feature is very important. This is very useful. You can do it very fast using these features, complete compare. So this feature is demonstrated in this. Querying and report generation. We can generate various reports in Erwin tool. For that, Erwin has query tool, bulk editor, generating diagram pictures. All these features are discussed under this section. Then how do you validate a data model once the model is completed by you? Then there are two approaches, more than one, but most people follow any one of this, Inman or Kimball approach. So a very brief discussion about this. Then comes relationship cardinality. What are these terms? In what way we have to implement in a data model? All those things are discussed here. Then normalization. Without normalization concept, data modeling is not complete, even though we won't apply normalization to the complete level in dimensional modeling, but this concept is required, so we kept it in this course. So how to use Erwin help, because some features we are discussing, but there are many features given by the Erwin software. So how do you refer these things and use as per your project need? We also kept some additional videos, split model, derive model, like that. Okay. And at the end of this page, we kept some demo videos. You can see our video quality, teaching style, etc. So in a nutshell, this is the dimensional modeling course, e-learning course. So people who are interested, they can check it out. I hope this will give a bird's overview of our course. For any other details, you can contact us. Thank you.